Okay, enough of that. Hey guys, we're back. So I'm out in the resource world, kind of playing around a little bit, and I decided I was going to build a little underwater base. So I'm in this river, and we just kind of built just a little shelter for ourselves. I got a little portal here to the Nether, some storage, bed, and just quickly threw them together because this world resets every month. So I don't want to spend too much time here. But you're probably wondering, why are you building here in the first place? And that, my friends, that was my conduit, that, my friends, is because we are building a Trident farm way up at the top of the world. So, the reason you do this is I'm going to use the Omango design, and building in a river gives you a little bit better spawn rates, and we need to basically get a bunch of Tridents for our shop. I think I got 7 or 8 people waiting right now, and some of them are getting kind of impatient. So I figured, maybe I should get this done and get all that stuff organized and out of my way so I can worry about other things. So what I've done here is I've outlined our river. You can see, if I go to F3, you can see we got river here, and if I go over one block, it's plains. Their side is dark forest. And I didn't go all the way over. I only went, it's about 46 blocks left to right and front to back. And the reason for that is because when your drowns fall out of the farm into their pathing towards whatever object you have them path towards, they can only track 47 blocks. So I've made it a little bit less just to make sure that they all work, or they all path. And when I've done the one up top, that you can see it's a little bit more square to the outsides than this was, like over here especially. The reason for that is because I'm not too worried if like 1 or 2 spots don't spawn, or if I went too far like in, just to make it a little bit easier to build this shape, because it's a pain. So what I'm doing up here right now is I've built the outline. I've built it up 2 blocks so I can put water in, and right now I'm just filling in the floor. So once the floor is full, I'm filling it with netherrack. I'm going to put water in and then break all the netherrack so it flows all the way down here. Now once it flows down, I'm going to go 50 blocks below it, and I'm going to cap it with signs, maybe fence gates. I haven't decided which one yet. And that's going to be our like spawning chamber with a spot for them to fall on, which will then have like our pathing block, our pathing spot, sorry, for it'll probably be a villager or an turtle egg. Most likely a turtle egg. Villagers kind of have a weird thing with them swimming too early. So anyways, I'm going to create that, and then we're going to put an AFK platform up there and kind of see if this is going to work. So this might not actually get used at all. We might make a little temporary base up there, because obviously we're going to AFK up there. So I might have built that for absolutely nothing, but it was fun, and it looks kind of cool. So anyways, I'm going to go up top here and finish filling this with netherrack and then putting water in. So I will see you guys shortly. Alright guys, so I got all the water broke. We got a nice little swimming area here at the top of the world. And you can actually see, oh, I just saw them a second ago, there was already that, we got fish spawning in here. That's crazy. So here is 50 blocks or so. Ooh, that's farther over than I thought it was. Anyways, the server just reset. Okay, so that was terrifying. I thought we were about to die. So anyways, what we gotta do now is I'm gonna take blocks and do the same thing I did up there. I'm gonna go around all the water and make sure that we have this outlined. And then we're gonna have to fill that with, like I said, with signs, whatever, to block the water. And then we're gonna have to go back up top and put a roof on so that drowns can actually spawn in here. But we're gonna do that last, just because I think that's gonna be the the cap of it to make sure that nothing's spawning while we're trying to work. So I got a lot of work ahead of me, and I'm gonna continue, and hopefully I don't screw this up. Oh, that's so weird. You can see down through the water, right down to the bottom of to that base I made. That's a weird water graphical glitch. So apparently this farm is going to work because there's already drown spawning and I haven't even put a roof on yet. And he has a trident. And he dropped his trident. Oh my. This is going to be an awesome farm. I might not even need to finish this farm to get the tridents that I need. Two kills, 2 tridents. I don't even know what to say. This is amazing. So I'm here at night and I have not put a roof on or nothing yet. And look at I haven't even finished the floor yet. And look at all the spawns we're getting already. Whoa, this fell. I never thought we'd get this many spawns. This is a lot more efficient than I actually imagined it would be. Like, I know it's night, so we get a little bit more that way, and they can spawn because it's dark, but this should be good. If we can get that many spawns that fast, we should have some good luck here. Alright, well, let me continue here, and we're almost ready to put signs in. I just gotta finish this little bit of the floor, and then I'll start putting the signs in, and blocking the water, and we'll go from there. So I just ran back to the main world to get some turtle eggs, and when I came back, I kind of noticed this. I was growing some kelp here. Apparently, when I had the water coming down from there, it grew pretty tall, and we kind of wrecked the water here a little bit. I'm not even sure what to think of this, to be honest, because those are going to be source blocks now. Yeah, it's quite funny. Anyhow. What's up, guy? What's going on, buddy? Huh. Well, they don't want a path to anything. Weird. This is kind of interesting. They don't like me because I'm not in... Oh, really? He doesn't like me because I'm not in water. But he won't go to the egg either. He has no path at the moment, I guess. Well, I don't know. Well, guys, I think it's working. I'm up here on the Trident farm. I think I got it all done. So I made a little AFK area for our killing of the drowns and collecting of the Tridents, hopefully. You can see here we got quite a few coming through. Just clear these guys out. Anything good? Yeah, you know, lots of rotten flesh and a couple of Nautilus shells. So anyways, let me show you guys what we got going on here. So up here you can see I've put a roof on our farm so it helps light levels. There's a couple spots that need to be done a little bit better. There's light level like 2 or 3, which will still spawn in, so it's not a huge issue. You can see that while I'm standing here, these guys are going to pathfind towards me. But Normally they pathfind towards the egg and go into the hole here with the trapdoors. So initially I did the same mistake that Doc M did in his videos, where this was all slabbed, and apparently mobs can't pathfind on the bottom slabs, and I never knew that. So I put it in and then realized that I was getting no pathfinding, which you seen earlier when I was staring in the face of the drowns. So I ripped that up, put the full blocks in, and I put buttons across. There is so many buttons, but that helps mob spawning. This little room here I put in just for testing, so that I could break line of sight, so I could make sure they were going towards the egg. Initially I had an issue with the egg, and I didn't realize why it wasn't working, and it was because, pro tip for you guys, if you put an egg down, for anything to pathfind to it, it needs 2 air blocks above it, and I never knew that. I only had 1, so it wasn't working for a little while. Anyways, got that all sorted out, and yeah, basically that's our farm. Alright guys, so I'm back at our base, and in the last episode I showed you guys the giant pink heart we've got right up above us here. And we need to start thinking about our Valentine's Day gift for the person we've drawn. It's all random, so you get a random name. I don't really know the person well that we got our name for. I'm not going to say who he is, obviously, because he could be watching, and I don't really want to spoil it. So I'm going to do my best not to say who it is or show fully the gift. I'm going to show the materials involved, but we're going to build a little thing for it. So this is the majority of the stuff so far. It's a pretty intense gift in the way of valuables. It's a lot of gold, a couple diamond blocks. We're going to give him a trident because, you know, I still have a bunch, if you will. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to sneak over. Actually, they're not on at the moment, so sorry to all these people. It's not one of you. We're going to sneak over there eventually, and I'm just not 100% sure we're going to do it right this second, but we are in the next day or so going to do this. We're going to build a character statue holding a trident. The trident will be made of prismarine and diamond blocks, and the character statue is going to be very similar to stuff that was made on the VintageCraft server. And I realize I'm not making my own design, and it's kind of cheaty, but it's going to be this character statue. And the reason I wanted to do that design that I think Azumavoid did is because I need to do this really fast. It's going to take a lot to build this, and I got to sneak in and sneak out. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to take... I'm going to show you guys really fast actually how we're going to do it. In case some people haven't seen this before, I recently just learned this myself. So we're going to take a couple materials. I don't have any signs. I could have swore I just had signs in front of me. Give me one sec. Oh, I do need armor stands as well, by the way. Let's toss these in there. If I can grab them. Let me just find a sign and set this up, and I will show you guys what I'm talking about, okay? Okay, so I'm down in our basement here, and I've kind of set up like a mock of what we're going to do. So I'm going to build this around our statue. So like our statue is going to be in here, and we're going to put a sand wall around it. It's going to not look great, unfortunately, but at least thankfully the person lives in a desert, so we're actually going to give them a bunch of sand as well. So maybe that'll help them. I don't know. So anyway, so what's going to happen is we're going to put a sign here like, do not open until the 14th or whatever day, and there's going to be a button here. So it's going to say like, you know, press button to reveal gift or to open the gift or whatever. And what they're going to do is they're going to press the button, and all the sand's going to go away. I didn't place that in the right spot. But all the sand's going to go away, and it's going to break, which is super awesome because it's easy to collect. And then obviously our statue will be back here on a little platform or whatever, and it'll reveal, and it'll look really awesome. It'll have a roof on it, so sand's going to fall down, and it's all going to break. And it should look pretty cool. It's kind of a pain to set up, though. So let me show you how I did this. Okay, so basically, it's incredibly simple, actually. Let me just get rid of the sand. Okay, so there's carpets on the ground here, and it's a piston with a torch and a button. So all it does is retract and go forward. So I put a sign on the piston itself, And then from here, on that sign, I put more signs. So all of the signs are going to be anchored off the first one, all the way around. And when I do the roof, they're going to be anchored to one of the sand blocks. So when the sand when the sand block at the top breaks, all the other signs will break. Now, signs can hold sand, right? So, we put sand on top of all of these, and when we break the, or when we power the piston, they fall, they land on carpet, and they all break. So it's super easy to clean up. It's a little time intensive to set up, and a little bit of materials, with all the carpets and signs. But it should be a pretty cool system. So what we're gonna have to do when we do this, the statue, is build this around it. And the statue is roughly a 12 by 12 by 17 tall. So this is gonna be a pretty big structure. But I gotta sneak over there. I'm gonna have to make some invisibility potions in case they log on while I'm in the middle of working. That way they hopefully don't see who it is. The person doesn't record though, so it's kind of upsetting that we won't be able to see the reveal. But I might kind of just ask them, like, hey, can I see it? We can record it, because it'll look super cool, if nothing else. It kind of gives away that who gives them the gift, but I think it's something we should watch. So maybe give me your opinion on that, if you think it's worth watching it or keeping the gift as a secret. Because I really don't know what to do. Yeah. So anyway, so that's gonna be that part of it. So I will bring you guys back in when I start putting the gift actually together at the person's base. Like that. There we go. Okay. Now we should be able to do signs. Okay, that should be good. Alright, let's start placing a bunch of sand, because I gotta go way, way up to do this. I think this is how high it needs to be. It's really high. Okay, so we're just using wool at the moment for this for the shirt. We'll do the back here in a second. And 1, 2, 3. Oops. Wait, was that the right spot? It was. So this should be 4 blocks tall. And then we're gonna do gray there, gray here. We'll use concrete because why not? Do there, and this will be its neck starting. Perfect. And the back is all red. There is a symbol on the back of the skin, but it's really hard to do with odd number blocks, so I'm choosing to skip it for now. Alright, so legs are done. Actually looks a lot taller when you're doing it like this, but that's fine. Alright, so right here in the black, we're going to use hands. His other hand's going to be stretched forward, so I'm not going to do it right now. We're going to mix in some concrete after to this. Okay, and he's got black wool right there. Alright, so that's that arm. While I'm up here, we're going to do the bottom layer of its head. So doing a head like this is pretty much just block for our pixel for pixel. It's 8 by 8. Is there one between? There is. Yeah, so it's 8 by 8, so it's pretty easy to do. And it fits the body. Oh, don't do that. So on his skin, his mouth is kind of on the very bottom of the skin. It's actually right here. We're going to place that after. Enough blocks? I don't think so. Ooh, just. Okay, perfect. We'll use black concrete here for his mouth. Hair, eye. And then eye. Whew, that's how you scared me. 2, 3, 5. Perfect. And then it's going to be hair and crown. Okay. So now, the tricky part. Right above his eye. It's 1 block above his eye. Need to go down here and look. Yeah, so right here. This isn't tall enough. Anyways, right here, all the way around, he's got crown. And we're building this crown out of gold. I just hope it's at the right height because I can't tell. I should have built it farther back. Oh, I screwed up. It's too far forward. Okay, so I'm back to where I was. Unfortunately, I actually made this thing 2 blocks too far forward, and I meant to put it at the back initially, and I forgot. So it's fixed now. I just had to move everything, and I actually ended up somehow misplacing a bunch of brown terracotta. So I have to come back later and replace some of this wool because I don't have any more on me. But so anyways, for now, this character has a gold crown, which we are going to make out of gold, obviously. I think that's what makes this gift actually worth it, is gold blocks. I mean, there's pretty much enough here for a full beacon. If I had another nether star, I would give a beacon instead of a trident, and this would be a really good way to do it, but I don't. So, and because this person actually builds a lot with the with redstone and gold around their town here, this works out well, I think. So let's do this. Okay, so we're gonna put he's got a band on his arm, and then it's red. Then it's terracotta, and then it is black again. Okay, so we're gonna actually, now we got his arm extended, we're going to give him a trident. So I've removed that for now. I have to replace it. We're gonna go up, alternating back and forth. He's not actually gonna be holding it, unfortunately, because otherwise it is right too close to his face. But should work nonetheless. All right, so our statue is done. Okay, so I got the gift mostly started here. So obviously you can keep all the blocks that are part of this. And then I put a trident here. In there I put just a mending book for now. Just the statue book in case he needs to get rid of that armor stand. Okay, so I replaced the signs up here with a book and a chest. And just said, basically what the book said before. But I just put don't press till the 14th. Hopefully it doesn't come over here and press it and it all falls. But I put a little note in there saying, like, hey, if you want, if you're cool with me seeing it come down, let me know. And yeah, so that's gonna finish this project. It took me a lot longer than I was hoping it was going to, but I think it's pretty cool. So hopefully he enjoys it. But let's get back to the Trident farm. No Tridents. Alright guys, well that's going to do it for us today. So if you enjoyed the video, feel free to hit that like button. If you want to see more, feel free to subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you.